let's get, since we're here, head over to Helios 1. Alright. We made it. Hopefully they don't shoot us. Let's put our weapons away.
This is a restricted area. State your business.
Yeah, I saw this from the distance and wanted to investigate.
Or you're a Legion spy trying to infiltrate our perimeter. Give me one good reason I should let you through.
I notice your solar tower isn't collecting much sunlight.
No need. We already have an expert hard at work on it. Then again, our expert is an idiot.
Yeah.
He might as well be a saboteur. I guess you couldn't do any worse. Have him fill you in on the details. He's in the back of the building. You'll know him when you see him. Keeps his sunglasses on all the time, even when he's sleeping.
What the fuck? Alright.
Later.
Alright, new area. New area, guys. New area. To explore. Oh yeah, we can't. Alright. Alright. Okay, so apparently we can't... Oh, we can steal stuff? Like... But I'm pretty sure we can't take that carton of cigarettes, but... Okay. Alright. Oh, dude with the sunglasses.
Hey, man.
What's up?
Who the hell are you? They bring you in to replace me? They're replacing me, aren't they?
Settle down, not replacing anyone.
Damn right you're not. Goddamn right. Why would they? You can't top this guy. Just a little more time. You can't keep Fantastic down for long.
His name is Fantastic. What do you do? What job do you have here?
What else? I'm in charge. This whole operation depends on me. No Fantastic, no power. Got the whole NCR suckling my teats, and it feels so good.
What are you trying to accomplish?
Well, see, we're getting power because the guy running this place is fantastic. But the mirrors outside aren't aimed right, so we're running at 1% efficiency, and I guess that just isn't good enough for some assholes. Trouble is, most of the controls for this place aren't here. They're in the tower. And that place has some crazy pre-war security system that the dumb shit NCR set off when they took over. Killed 2 guys. Now they won't go near it. They want me to make an omelet, but I can't break any of their eggs. Know what I'm saying?
Alright. How would someone neglect the mirrors?
There's these 2 terminals outside. They control the mirrors. I tried fooling with them, but didn't get very far. You'd have to get them to talk to the mainframe up in the tower, then do the rest from up there. I'm guessing, but it sounds good, right? Hey, you're not thinking about going up there, are you?
I am now.
Well, hey, if you find yourself up at the mainframe, do yourself a favor and make sure you send the power to the right place. It needs to go to the Strip and McCarran.
Alright. Why should the power go to the Strip and McCarran?
Because I get paid, that's why. Per kilowatt hour. Whatever the hell that is. That's where the NCR wants the power, so that's where I want it. But you know, you do that, maybe I put in a good word for you with them. Fantastic's little helper. There's a reputation you can hang your hat on.
Yeah. Why are you so worried about being replaced?
Worried? Do I look worried to you? I've got this under control, baby. No one else can do what I do here.
You seem pretty concerned when I showed it. But that's just me. That's just me. What exactly do you do?
Fuck, man. Everything. I push buttons, I turn dials, I read numbers. Sometimes I make up little stories in my head about what the numbers mean. Like one time I imagined they were a code to get into a vault full of naked women. Man, how cool would that be? Here,
Look.
you want this. It's the password to one of the terminals outside. Found it written on one of the stalls in the bathroom.
The guard outside is right.
Hey, man.
He is an idiot. Oh, we're going the wrong way. Where's Veronica? Veronica.
Hey.
Veronica. She'll follow. Let's go.
Hello. It's unusual to see a new face here. Are you a soldier or a scientist?
More of a drifter.
I see. Then you must have some special business here for them to have let you through.
We're looking at getting the plant ready.
Interesting. Forgive me for prying, but I'm curious. Are you with a particular group?
This is your turf. For all I know, you could have me killed for any alliance. Who are you
Very
with?
well, yes. I'm part of the followers of the apocalypse. If you're not familiar, we seek peace and the spread of knowledge. Knowledge that must never be lost to the world. Now your turn.
I'm just...
Then for everyone's sake, I
just
hope you
me.
serve a worthy master. Are you a maker of war or peace?
I try not to get involved.
Ah, but there's no avoiding it. You can only outrun the choice for so long. Take now, for instance. You're inside a facility with lost technology, some of it very dangerous. Unless you turn and leave right now, you'll be very much involved in the lives of people you've never seen or met.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Goodbye.
Creepy. Alright. The gang's back. That's weird that they got lost. Do I still have that silence weapon? Oh no, I sold it. Crap. Hold on. Is that a quest? Yes, it is. Alright. Careful. Oh, there's mines. So let's save. Reset the mainframe. Alright. We're out of here. You didn't see nothing. What else do I have to do? Connect the Helios 1 mainframe from the Eastern Reactor Control Terminal. Oh crap. And I have to kill a dog. We gotta kill a doggo. It's okay. It's fine.
Time to get glad that
Where is he? Hard? Shit. Okay. Do I have anything for this? Oh, mentats? Maybe mentites. Mentats might help. Oh, damn it. Hold on. Our Terminal 2, Science Skill. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, that sucks so bad. Do I have any thing that would help? No, I don't. That sucks so bad. Crap. Their magazine. That sucks so bad. What's in here? We'll come back. Alright, so information about the pulse gun at Nellis Air Force Base. Returned with Veronica to the Brotherhood to deal with the evidence of the Brotherhood. I think the pulse gun is in a vault. We need this anyways. Pick this up. We're heading that way anyways. Don't know how many we need. Alright. Hold on. Powder. I keep forgetting to change the lean key to Alt. There another one? There's more of it on this way. Am I ready for this? Alright, more of these. Not seeing any. We'll come back when our science is higher. That really sucks. I think that's all of them. Yeah. Yeah, that's all of them. Alright, so where's this Vault 34 at? Oh, we could go here. And go to the clinic, because we haven't went there yet. Oh, we're going there. I think it's on the other side of this way. Yeah, it's just around this. It's on the other side. Save the loading screens and just walk around the building. Alright, where's this clinic at? Vegas Medical Clinic. Alright. Where's the doctor? Oh, the doctor's right here. Nice.
Welcome to the new Vegas Medical Clinic. I'm a fully qualified physician and can fix whatever is wrong with you for a reasonable fee. If you've got the caps, I've also got several implants available to enhance your physical attributes.
What's wrong with her eyes? What kind of implants do you have available?
I have several basic implants available that can enhance your physical abilities, make you faster, smarter, stronger, that sort of thing. I've also got 2 much more expensive implants. One's a subdermal implant that will make you more resistant to damage. The other implant induces a mild regenerative effect. Your wounds will practically heal before your eyes.
Oh. What about implant?
Which surgery option are you considering?
Enhance my
The
agility.
reflex booster does exactly what it says. Speeds up your reaction times. For 4,000 caps, I can attach the implant to your central nervous node. Very well.
No. That's too expensive. Yeah, I
Very
want to
well.
see the ones. Alright. Which ones do I have? Alright. What does this do? Oh, nice. Install. Oh, it helps my speech. Broader speech, okay. Oh, I think that's everything. Oh god, so expensive. Oh god. That was so expensive. How much?
You're back. Do you need medical attention?
How much will it cost to cure my
It'll be
radiation?
easy enough to purge all rads from your system. Alright, this will only take a few minutes.
Oh, 100
Take
cash,
care.
ain't bad. Yeah. Robbery. Even the doctors robbed you in the wasteland. Like, holy crap. Which way are we going? Do I have enough bullets for this? I really hope I do. Yeah, I guess we just take the train tracks all the way over there. What the hell was that? Why is a Brahmin aggro on me? So weird. It's time we get to my house. I need to get the Chinese pistol. I think I still have it. Should get the trail carbine. Weapons, trail carbine. I think it's this road. Nellis Air Force Base. Yeah. Oh, there's a hut. Nice. What's this? Field Shack. Huh. Alright. What's this? Oh, BBs, I don't want that. Take your ammo. And a lot of teddy bears. Okay. What does this say? Boomers. Huh. What does this guy
Whoa there,
want?
pal. You better slow down, or you'll get blown up like the rest of the idiots who thought they'd scavenge in boomer territory. Now that I've got your attention, might you be interested in a little information? It'll cost you, but it's well worth the investment.
You can tell me, or you can just... Or you can tell the underside of my boot.
Whoa, simmer down. I'll tell you, I'm a gambler and a scavenger. I've made some cash from gambling and some cash from reclaiming goods that are no longer being used. Now, do you want my help or not?
Thanks for the warning.
Oh, lordy, lordy. You haven't heard of the boomers? What rock have you been living under? They're a bunch of artillery-slinging, grenade-lobbing odd jobs camping out in Nellis. Wander into their territory and you're as good as mincemeat.
Thanks for the warning, but I got it.
Suit yourself. Come back and see me when you get tired of picking shrapnel out of your backside.
We got this. I'm not scared. Let's cook safe. Alright, let's get our energy back up. Whatever happens, Veronica, just follow me. Just follow me. Alright. Whoa! Ah, damn it. There's a trick to this. Whoa!
Hold it right there. Don't you move. How the hell did you survive that bombardment?
Just run and don't look back. The burned off. Run, hide, run. It's all about the timing.
But I had you zeroed in the whole time. Nobody's that fast. Move a muscle now and I'll blow you to pieces.
Well, from this close, you'll kill yourself too. So you really want to play that card? I didn't come here to attack you.
Then just stay where you are. Raquel will be here any second.
I'll take this from here. I'm Raquel, Master-at-Arms for the Nellis homeland. Mother Pearl, our eldest, wishes to speak to you.
Alright, lead the way.
Follow close and mind your behavior.
Welcome, child. Took your sweet time getting here, didn't you? I've been waiting a good 5 years for an outsider to come along and visit.
How may I be assisted?
Oh, so many ways. Small ones to begin with, so we can get used to what it's like to have a outsider around and about. Should that go well, maybe you can help in big ways, too. We'll have to see.
Yeah. How are you gonna trust each other if you're just keeping secrets?
You have to keep in mind that you're our first contact with the outside world since I was barely a woman. Seclusion has kept us safe, but the world around us is changing. Neon lights in the distance, patrolling robots, soldiers. My youngers think our guns can keep out the world, but I think we need to let it in just a little, or become its victim. You're that little bit of the world, child. Welcome to Nellis.
Nice. Where do I start?
You picked a good time to stop by, for we're swimming in problems. My youngers can tell you all about it. Raquel could use help with the bug problem. Doc Argyle has wounded he's tending to. And Loyal and Jack might be looking for help with some repairs. Or you could just go see Pete at the museum and hear the story of our people. All you have to do there is listen. Come and go as you like, help or don't help, I leave it up to you. But I hope you'll show my youngers that not every outsider needs to be blown up.
I can take care of that robot problem for you, just saying.
Excuse me? Eddie is the best robot. Eddie's the best robot. You don't look too good.
First time I seen a fence made out of artillery.
Right?
Whoa, why are you leaning in all of a sudden?
Oh, you like it. Just try to get to know Cass.
Ask him then.
Where did he get that pendant?
Gift for my dad, along with my name. Rose of Sharon Cassidy. Mom said he got the name out of some old world book about dirt pilgrims. Name sure sounds sweet, though. Anyway, pendant's a little rose. Originally thought it was one of Mom's tribal necklaces, but no. Came from Dad.
Your mother was a tribal?
You know, like one of the tribes from the east. We got them out west, too. NCR's herding them up, though, domesticating them. Mom was from east of the Colorado, though. Not sure what tribe. Was before the time Caesar rounded them up, made them legion. She walked a hell of a way until she crossed paths with my dad, and he convinced her to stop walking. And lucky for me, he was a horny old bastard.
That's one way to put it.
Didn't ask Mom to elaborate. Never heard her complain about his bedroom behavior. Only complain he wasn't around to do it no more.
Wow. Tell me about your dad.
Not much to tell. He ended up walking east one day when I was young and never came back. Not a family deserter like some, though. Mom died waiting for him, and she had me to raise. She was sick, but she held off dying until I was old enough to be getting into trouble with the boys. As for Dad, I figure he just got himself lost or dead. Happens. And I'm not all boo-hoo about it, so save your glass for someone who's crying.
Okay, okay. Any idea why he went east?
Not a clue. When he left, I was too in my crib to understand why, and around the time Mom passed, I was too into my teens to listen. Got his name, got this pendant, and that's about it.
Huh. Where did you learn to shoot?
Short of caps is what taught me mostly. Ammo's expensive, so I learned to make every shot count. And hear tell my dad was a crack shot, so I don't want to dirty the family name. Not out of pride. Respect.
Where did you learn how to handle dynamite?
Dynamite's for when you don't have enough bullets, want to clear a pass, or scare off geckos from a caravan. Some of Twister's Out of the Divide can block off a pass in no time, so you learn how to handle powder so you don't get trapped somewhere. Any event, I prefer shooting if it comes down to an argument. Don't worry, I'll carry my weight if a disagreement arises.
Any other weapons you know how to use?
What, you mean like spears? No, none of that. Mom was a tribal, but she didn't teach me anything like that. Ask him then.
Are you good in a fight?
I'm fair with checking dynamite, not bad with a pistol, if I do say so myself. Carry a knife too, but that's more for practical reasons. Prefer settling things with my fists, though. Made more friends than corpses in bar fights. Plan on keeping it that way. Don't think I'm some kind of Vault City pacifist, though. If things get heated, I'll start shooting. Trust me.
It's my kind of girl. I had other questions. Is whiskey your drink of choice?
Not sure if I chose it or it chose me. Dad ran a bar a long time ago, and it was a labor of love, Mom said. Didn't sound like it made her happy. Still, I'm guessing I got some of Dad's love of whiskey in me because the burn suits me fine. Used to call me Whiskey Rose back west, before I punched enough people, so now they say it. But quiet, and when I'm not around.
Whiskey Rose?
Yeah, on account of my name. And the blossoms on my cheeks when I drink too much. Won most of those fights, too. Can take a hell of a punch and give it right back when I've got a bottle in me. It's all in how you drink it, though. There's a trick to it. When we pass the bottle, I'll show you how it's done.
Alright. Where do you usually go to drink?
There's usually a bar in every stop along the road. Helps me sleep. Well, not really, but I tell myself that. Sometimes I have to brew it myself if I'm too far from a bar. Not quality, but I'm for anything that takes the edge off the day.
Right. Wait, you make moonshine? That's crazy.
Yeah. What else are you gonna do with an empty bottle? Wait for it to refill itself? Get me some ingredients out of the Mojave, an empty bottle, a little time, and I'll keep us stocked.
Sweet.
Ask him then.
How did he get started in the caravan business?
Started? Took to it like a fish to water. Well, if you know what a fish is.
What? What the hell is a fish?
It's this slimy, scaled thing. Like a lake lurk, except no legs. Well, most times. They're like birds, except they stay underwater. Anyway, I've seen pictures. One guy even had one above his bar in Reading, except it was made of pre-war plastic. Used to say it could sing, but I figured he was on a jet rush.
So you just started in a caravan?
Actually, it sort of fell on me. My feet get antsy if I stay in one place, like the Mojave outpost. It was driving me crazy, that feeling of being trapped there. So thanks for that.
So you traveled a lot?
Yeah. West, east, and passed through places enough times people would sometimes pay me some caps to take something to the next town.
Oh, like a courier?
Well, not as glamorous, I guess. Roads back west were safer in most places. Most. Anyway, occurred to me I could scratch the traveling itch and get paid for it. Cassidy caravans formed around me. Rest is history. Ask him.
Alright, what do you think of the NCR?
NCR's my country, and I support it. Anyone who says otherwise, I'll feed them my knee. I know which side of the firing line I'm on in the Mojave, just so you know.
But there's a but in there, huh?
Yeah, there is. I'm not some blind, flag-saluting, do-as-they-will NCR lover. They're family. But let me tell you what family means. You ever had a brother? Some dumbass younger brother, say, who knocked up the pastor's daughter, can't hold a job, and is home away as a jail cell? That's NCR. Their compass is spinning all the time.
They lack direction?
They try to put their stake in everything they see. Nobody's dick's that long. Not even Long Dick Johnson, and he had a fucking long dick. Thus the name.
Yeah, I get that part. Thanks.
So NCR tries to hold on to everything. They can't, because it's too big for them to get their arms around. They can't guard the roads. They can't put a line of troops around the Mojave. It's just greed that makes the heads back west even try.
So the Mojave
Aside from the
suffers.
people in the towns, it's the soldiers that suffer for it most. Ever seen NCR troops asked to go after gangs at 3-to-1 odds? That bear flag doesn't make them bulletproof. And when those gangs were caused by NCR in the first place, like the Powder Gangers, Caesar on a crutch. Don't get me started there.
So what's the alternative?
Look, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't want the Brotherhood, or the Followers, or the Vegas families running the Mojave. All of them are a different kind of fuck-up. NCR just has some shaping up to do. Maybe Caesar kicking them in the nuts is a nice wake-up call, is all I'm saying. I just wish Caesar would kick the heads of NCR, not the feet. I've fucked a soldier in my time. They don't need to get fucked by their orders.
Yeah, I get
Ask
it.
them then.
Yeah, let's
Sounds
move
good
on.
to me.
We got to know Cass enough. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.